should stop. If it hasn't stopped, then I'm gonna have to find a way of counteracting that, like an Elgato or something, so I'm gonna have to wait to get that later on, but we just have to bear with what happens. Stop, hopefully. Alright, let's carry on. Where am I going? I'm suing if I get hit. Think of whatever that was meant to say, but it says nothing. So
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Hey, Einie. He's not got a leash on, you daft punk. Yeah, punk. I think the courthouse is over it. Yeah, here it is. Eastern Auto Sales. Alright, let's have a look at the...
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael Corleone.
Emmet Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have importance to transact.
Well, that's not the way he said he was meant to be.
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation. Right, no. What am I missing here? Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? Well, in that case, H to the
I'm
A
gonna
multiplied
follow
by
you.
the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Well,
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night, but today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
wow. It's a goo.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Oh, let's start over.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law,
left.
but I don't believe you.
That means,
It's true.
Lying.
I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific
here we go,
knowledge.
I'm gonna fail.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's illegal. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
That's obviously not important.
How about you knock off work early? I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people
why
scared
you
of
say
Judge
me.
Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
You do. You're a scientist.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Hello?
No solicitors!
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Gonna be the inverse. Oh, yes.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Wait, we're not
Or
actually
do we
seeing
take
this.
8 to stand for...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. They're meeting in line up.
Alright. Maybe if I... Hold on, wait. Phone number. If I can speak to my actual one, you know, the granddaddy, Glendaddai. He's probably not my granddad. What are these controls? I'm sorry, but I have to go right to go left and left to go right.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Okay.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
What is it?
But don't forget, we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Recorder. Wish I could run, I don't think I can. No. I'll wait for him to come back round. I
Oh,
don't have to
think, Emmet, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. It's going to be the inverse. Inverse. Oh, yes,
Hey Einstein. Don't mind me. I'm going by the seaside, oh I'm doing by the sea. Oh god. Now I have to aim it this way. There we go, okay. Oh, now if I go left, it lets me go left. What is up with these controls? Telltale.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmet, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Why couldn't you just say that? Like... Oh my god. Now I see what other YouTubers have to go through. Walking back and forward. Well, actually, they probably don't have to do this these days. Ah! There we go. You have to let me know what to play, guys, because I've got more games. This is just one of the games I wanted to try out. I'm enjoying it at the moment, even though it's years old.
Now if H stands for one...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Third time you've said it.
Maybe Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Scott, if H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the Solomon's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Oh god, no.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
What? I need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Really need
Of
your
course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
There's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important Or didn't you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No! Shh! It's Kid Tannen!
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
So what have I got to do? Emmet needs... Oh, I can run. It's just... Well, that's awkward. You have to hold down B.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
No thought I'd be doing this.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Doing what?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Hmm? You go there every day.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
Oh, I'll press the
He's
button.
at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur's leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you Mr. Spy.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
I just have to drink.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
I'm not sure what Evelyn just said about me being amorous or something like that.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Never mind. About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I don't know what to do here.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Can I just nab the hat and run?
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
Bing!
What did you do?
Oh! Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmet! Emmet!
He's just got mug.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey!
Blech.
Ow! Fix me up!
What did you do?
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Probably start chasing me again if I go over there. It'd probably be like, no, I don't want to go over there. Where do we go? Oh.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that
Ice
something
cream.
shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Sorry.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and the orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for unwanted children, Foggy Mountain Home for the incurably insane, Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The,
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
if you'll just fix it so the soup.
Now hold your horses. Let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
The insane asylum.
Whose inmates are crazy for soup.
Now, I'm going to do that.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Wait, what? It actually worked. Alright, I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm gonna be using this a lot. No hands on the bootleg hooch, but there's someone who can. Can you turn into suit to your advantage? Run, run, run. Alright, where we go? Do, 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 do. Let me just cross the road. I'm just looking around at the moment. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing.
Where am I going to find booze in the middle of Prohibition? Maybe I should look for some drunks.
Oh,
Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind.
yeah, Huffy.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Look, you've already told me already.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Wait, what? Wow.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
It's already.
I know a place where the Stay
destroyed.
Sober
It's got
Society
sick.
can meet.
Nothing.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmet, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmet we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Ice cream.
You asked me to tell you if one of the
Yep,
local
I'm gonna keep
charities is
saying.
running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
I would. Joking.
I got a book.
Joking. I'm just joking. Things happen. Snowflakes. Get my meaning. I got 10 now.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas.
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What?
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
So that's how we...
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on a fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Pfft, yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
They won't.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Oh, Corleone!
Yeah.
Why did he change? Sorry, I had a little bit of that. Why can't I find paint? Where am I going? Go this way. Oh, why is he?
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the
How does he know
Savoy,
what
and we ain't
soup
here to
is
feed
what?
these bozos no fancy
Special
soup. The boss
soup
has got a
could be
business to
put in the
rebuild, so
oven.
knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just
Smack
try
him
the
with
soup.
spoon.
Well,
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Wow.
Excuse me.
you talking to me?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
You didn't even
What
give
kind
me
of
much.
soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Chili powder?
parsley?
Actually, parsley.
It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Okay guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.